Hey guys, it's Sam here today, and I was just going through all my makeup and grabbing stuff to declutter, and then I thought maybe I will share with you guys. You guys are curious what I'm getting rid of. You might be surprised. So if you're interested, continue watching. If you are new to my channel, hi. My name is Sam and I'm a makeup enthusiast and I do a lot of makeup content. If you are interested in that kind of stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can come back and hang out with me some more. So let's get into it. So first I went through my foundations, and these are the two shades that match me right now, but I'm pretty sure these are expired, so I'm gonna let them go. Note to self, do not buy foundations from Sephora when they have that big annual foundation sale, because I feel like they always send you stuff that's legit about to be expired. Both of these foundations I purchased on one of the Sephora sales, like foundation sales, and both were like dated to expire within like 6 months. And then these brands are legit. Like when they put these expiration dates on the back, they mean it, because they are no good. And I've been keeping them because I felt so bad that I spent the money. And so this one I only used like 2 times, and this one I did use a decent amount, as you can kind of see. But I will say that even when it wasn't expired and I first got it, this broke me out. This is the Guerlain Le Social Glow Foundation 16-hour wear with sunscreen, and I got it in the shade 045W. This is like a perfect shade for me, so if you're close to my complexion, this is really good and it looks beautiful on the skin. But I did feel like it broke me out every time I used it, and I kept it because it's so damn expensive. I was like, I feel like a fool wasting my money, but it's time to let it go. The next thing I kind of went through was my shadow sticks, and this one from ColourPop. This is in the shade Free Time. It's a metallic. It's like a peachy shade. It goes on very like thick and like patchy, and I don't really use this kind of product all the time. I was thinking maybe I could keep it as like an eyeliner situation, but I have a ton of eyeliners and I don't wear them, so I'm just gonna let this go. Maybe my teenager will want it. Then I have a bunch of these Revlon Color Stay Cream shadows. This one in particular, Espresso, is not one of my favorites. It looks like it could be pretty, but I just don't think it's very flattering on my skin. It's obviously supposed to be a brown, but it's very gray on me. So yeah, that's got to go. I do really like those. If you have this shade or you're looking into a product like this, they're very long wearing, and my favorite shade is Cognac and I think Emerald. Those are like my 2 favorite shades on those. But yeah, I'm gonna let this one go. And then for eyeshadow palettes, I am finally gonna get rid of this Lethal Cosmetics palette. This is the After Dark palette. It came with these cute little stickers and you can decorate yourself. The palette's cute, like you can punch out the shades, but I just don't love the pastel formula that much, and their shimmers are way too dry. Like I do not like them, and I kept telling myself I was going to use this, but I'm just going to let it go and see if somebody else will want to give it a try. Another one that I really wanted to use and I think is good quality is the Ciate London one. This is the New England palette, and I figured I live in New England. This was really cute. I got it in a BoxyCharm. The shadows are pretty, but I never reach for this. I tell myself every time that I'm gonna reach for this, and then I never reach for it. So I think I do want to see if my daughter wants this, because this is like really nice. I'm gonna tell her, like, don't give this to your friends. Like, if you like it, keep it for you. This is the Ulta Beauty palette. It was the collaboration they did with Disney. So this is You've Got a Friend in Me, and it has this really cute little print. It just looks like kids' bed sheets. And my children love the Toy Story movies, and so do I, but this color story is so blah, and I've never used it. I'm like, somebody else could get use out of this. I don't know. one of the kids that just want to play with makeup. I don't know. It's so cute. I don't know. Maybe my daughter will have somebody she wants to give this to, but I'm not going to use it. Another palette I'm going to get rid of is the Lime Crime Greatest Hits Bangers palettes. I love the packaging on this, and I really wanted it when it first came out, and I got it. And this color story really reminded me of the Subculture palette, and that's partly why I wanted to get it. And the mattes, don't get me wrong, the mattes are gorgeous in here, but the shimmers just aren't it. They're just not great, and for that reason I never reach for this palette. So I just don't feel like, I don't know, I kept telling myself I'm going to keep it for the mattes, I'm going to keep it for the mattes, but I don't reach for it for the mattes. Like this mustard color, beautiful. This like brown here, ripe, it's like the perfect brown, but I never reach for it. This other palette too, I'm finally going to get rid of. It's the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This is the only Urban Decay palette I think I've ever purchased. And it's beautiful. The formula is really good in here, but I do really enjoy my Natasha Denona Zendo palette a lot. So it's like, I'm going to reach for that over this every single time. So I think that it's time to let this go. I might dig this back out. I don't know. I'm having second thoughts. I literally just grabbed the Zendo palette to kind of compare it one more time, and they're so similar. So I am going to get rid of that Urban Decay palette. Someone else is going to give it a lot more love than I've been giving it, so I'm going to let this go. So I'm going to get rid of this Too Faced palette. This is the Razzle Dazzle Berry eyeshadow palette, and this is what she looks like. This is actually really pretty, and it still works. It's really great quality, but I actually don't really love purple eyeshadow. I've just kind of kept it because it's really adorable, and it still smells like raspberries. But I think it's time to let it go and see if somebody else would like it. I also have this Celestial Thunder palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I got this in a boxy charm, and she's so cute, but I have never put this on my eyes, never. And I don't know if that's like something I need to challenge myself to do, but honestly I just have so many palettes. Again, I think it's time to let this go. And then I have two palettes from Wet n Wild. This is the Always Blushing palette. This is like a newer Wet n Wild palette that I bought, and I thought it would be like a really good dupe for like the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette, or any of these pretty much rosy palettes that came out this year. And I think the quality is just not there. I've gotten better palettes from Wet n Wild, and so for that reason this is gonna go. This one is a good quality palette, but it's so old, and I don't see myself reaching for this color story anymore. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes from Wet n Wild. They do not have this anymore, but I feel like you could still find it on random places. Like I feel like Beauty Bay had it for like a really long time. I don't know if they still do, but this is the Ice Cream Bee palette. Super, super cute. I got this initially because I was trying my best to not buy the Huda Beauty Meteor Retrograde palette at the time, but I do have that palette now, so I'm gonna let this one go. And then the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. This is actually a pretty okay palette. Some of the shades are really good, some of them are duds. I've kept it for a really long time because I was like, this is the only e.l.f. palette that I felt like was decent, but I don't think I need to keep things just for reference, so I'm just gonna let this go. The most disappointing actually shades in here are the browns, which should be the easiest to do, but they really just blend into nothing. So yeah, that's my little review on that. All right, we found some more things. So I have this concealer from XX Revolution. This is like a quarter of a century old. No, I got this like 3 years ago and I don't use it. So this is the XX Revolution concealer. I don't know if it has a special name, in the shade CX 12.2. This is perfect for me in the summer. I just don't even remember if I like this. It's so incredibly old, and it kind of like looks weird in here after even being shaken up, so I just don't trust it. especially for a sensitive area like your under eyes. This e.l.f. Wow Brow is used up and dried up, so we're going to get rid of that. This Maybelline Super Stay Concealer. This is so old and it's empty finally. I actually have 2 backups of these. You can still get it on Amazon. If you enjoy this formula, that's where I still pick it up because I do really like it. I use the shade 30 Honey. I will wear it when I have no makeup on now, but like it's better for me when I'm a little bit lighter in complexion, but I do really like that. And then this Wet n Wild Big Papa mascara. I do really like this mascara, but it's dried out and way too old, so this will be going into the rubbish as well. And then the other 2 palettes you're gonna be surprised that I have because they're kind of like just randoms, but like this is me shopping on Amazon. I had really good luck with the You Can Be liquid eyeshadows. I really do like them. They're sparkly and pretty. So I was curious how their palettes work. So I picked up these 2 and I liked them because these pans can all be removed, and I was like, oh, I could use it for the magnetic palette if the shadows are crap. But like, to be honest, I'm not gonna do that. So this is the Rainbow Like palette. I will say I've used these palettes and the mattes are really, really good. And the shimmers are they're regular. They're like traditional old school shimmer shadows. So if you don't mind that, they're actually pretty decent, but I just have other palettes that I'm going to reach for over these. If you are looking for something that's on the inexpensive end, definitely check this out. And I do like that they had like a bunch of different variations. You could pop up the shadows so you can make your own arrangements and kind of create your own palettes if you like. I just know I'm not going to reach for these. I have way too many eyeshadow palettes. I am going to be doing an eyeshadow palette collection video, but I think I might do it in parts because I just have that many. And I feel like the last couple of times I've done it straight through, I get kind of grumpy in the end and I don't like that. So yeah, if you are interested in that, definitely hit the subscribe because you'll be seeing that video coming out probably in the next month. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, and until next time, love you guys. Bye.